You can see people make a decent income by selling 3D printed items like pen holders on Etsy. Let's create a quick prototype using Autodesk Fusion. I've already set up a new component for my initial sketch, placing it on the XY construction plane in Fusion. There's a popular pen holder on Etsy with a 50mm diameter, which I'll use as a guiding dimension for understanding customer preferences. I'm designing this pen holder to be slightly over 100mm tall to accommodate an embossed pattern, keeping the total pattern height around 100mm. Instead of a solid body, I'll use the Thin Extrude feature. This approach will save time. For the inner wall, I'll set a thickness of 3mm, ensuring we get a sturdy print without wasting resources. I'll create an offset plane as the foundation for the sketch we'll use in our emboss feature. I've set this plane at -100mm from the pen holder's base to get a clear perspective using the view cube from this angle. Feel free to use a different offset distance. It won't impact the final result. Place your next sketch on the new offset plane you've created. I recommend setting up a construction line here as it aids in pinpointing the model's center. This line is just an aid and won't be part of the final design. Make sure to hide this construction line before you start your center point slot sketch. The small blue triangle will show you when you've accurately found the center of your construction line. I'll make the pin slot joint slightly smaller than the base of the pen holder to allow for the curved ends. A width of 5mm should work well, and it's easy to revisit and adjust this sketch if we decide to tweak the pattern later based on how it looks. When you activate the emboss feature, you have a choice: emboss or deboss. I'll go with deboss for the effect shown in the preview image next to the option. Select the sketch profile first, then the faces you want to affect. We'll set the depth at 2mm for now, but keep in mind that Fusion's parametric modeling features allow us to easily revisit and modify this in the timeline if we need to adjust it later. We'll use a circular pattern to evenly distribute the deboss feature around the pen holder. Set your object type to features, since we're creating a pattern with the deboss feature. Switch selection to axis, then click and hold your left mouse button over the blue axis. A menu will pop up where you can select at depth. Choose the Z-axis and decide on a quantity that looks good to you. The pattern will instantly appear on your pen holder and in your timeline. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Closing the bottom of your pen holder. Start by setting the bottom of your pen holder as your sketch plane. Now, use the Sketch Project feature to capture the inner outline of your current base. Then, extrude this closed sketch profile upwards to join it with the rest of your model, completing the bottom seal. Let's enhance your design with the chamfer tool to give it a professional edge. Start with the top. A 1mm chamfer on each side will look sleek and is perfect for 3D printing. Now for the bottom, where we have more leeway since we're not chamfering the inside, go for a slightly larger chamfer. Two millimeters seems just right to make the base stand out. I found a custom RGB color for this design. First, choose a base color and material. A matte blue plastic works well, considering the available 3D printing filament. Now, right-click on this color to input your custom RGB color code. then close the Appearance menu to apply it. Great job! Let's save this milestone in Fusion. Add a version description, then switch to the render workspace. I'll just decrease the brightness a little to enhance the look while we fast forward through this rendering and summarize the project. Project summary. In this tutorial, you've learned to design a pen holder. We navigated a lot using the view cube in the top right corner of the screen, which was key to managing our project's perspective. Supporting small channels like the maker letters means a lot, so please consider subscribing. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you in the next project. Bye for now.